This new year, Goal 90 drops something special, football-inspired phone cases made for the Goal 90 fam. From club colours to country pride, we've got you covered. And the best part? Customise it with your name and number. Head to the Goal 90 shop and get yours now. The Ballon d'Or, football's most prestigious individual award. But what if we stripped away the politics, the popularity contests, and the Champions League bias? What if the golden ball went purely to the player who did what football's fundamentally about, scoring goals? Welcome to a parallel universe where the Ballon d'Or winners look very, very different. Cristiano Ronaldo claimed his first Ballon d'Or in 2008 after a sensational season with Manchester United. He'd evolved from a tricky winger into a complete attacker, finishing with 42 goals in the season as United secured the Premier League and Champions League double. His towering header in Moscow helped sink Chelsea, and at 23, he was already the best player on the planet. But the man who actually outscored everyone wasn't playing in Manchester, Madrid or Barcelona. Mark Janko of Red Bull Salzburg hit 36 goals in the 2008 calendar year. The Austrian striker scored 5 goals in just the first 2 games of the 2008 to 2009 season, and by November had already broken Salzburg's single-season record. His 25 goals in less than half a season smashed Oliver Bierhoff's previous mark, and he even managed a 4-goal haul coming off the bench. While Ronaldo dazzled on football's biggest stages, Janko was quietly putting up numbers that would make anyone jealous. Messi's first Ballon d'Or in 2009 came after Barcelona's historic treble. The number 10 scored 38 goals as Pep Guardiola's masterpiece conquered everything, winning by a then record margin of 240 points over Ronaldo. Yet Luis Suarez, just 22 at Ajax, found the net 42 times that calendar year. After Huntelaar's departure to Real Madrid, Suarez exploded onto the European scene. He finished with 49 goals across all competitions that season, winning the Eredivisie Golden Boot with 35 league goals and being named Dutch Footballer of the Year. This was the season that announced Suarez to the world, a relentless, hungry striker who would eventually terrorise defences at Liverpool and Barcelona. Messi retained his crown in 2010 despite question marks. Spain's World Cup triumph led many to believe Iniesta or Xavi should have won, while Sneijder's treble with Inter seemed equally deserving. But Messi had scored 60 goals, and remarkably, those 60 would have been enough under our alternative system too. For once, the actual winner and the goal-scoring king aligned perfectly. Nobody disputed Messi's third Ballon d'Or in 2011. He was sensational, hitting 53 goals in 55 games as Barcelona claimed another double. Sir Alex Ferguson said Messi could have played in any era because truly great players transcend their time. But while Messi dominated headlines, Cristiano Ronaldo was making his own statement at Real Madrid with 60 goals in the calendar year. This was the beginning of the goal-scoring arms race that would define the next decade. Messi's 4th consecutive Ballon d'Or came in 2012, despite Barcelona not winning La Liga or the Champions League. Yet nobody complained because Messi had just broken football itself. His 91 goals in 2012 shattered Gerd Müller's 40-year-old record, a tally so absurd it might never be beaten. He scored 79 times for Barcelona alone, becoming the club's all-time leading scorer and finishing with 50 La Liga goals. As Messi admitted, it was too great for words. In our goals-based system, he'd still be the runaway winner. The 2013 Ballon d'Or remains the most controversial in history. Messi had 60 goals, Ronaldo scored 55 but won nothing, and Ribéry was the favourite after Bayern's treble. Then FIFA extended the voting deadline by 2 weeks, and Ronaldo won narrowly. His hat-trick against Sweden during that fortnight didn't hurt. Platini joked FIFA wanted to please Ronaldo, and Ribéry remains bitter to this day. Under our system, Ronaldo would still win with a commanding 69 goals. This was his best goal-scoring year, featuring 34 La Liga strikes and 12 Champions League goals. 2013 marked Ronaldo at his absolute prime as a goal-scorer. Ronaldo's third Ballon d'Or in 2014 was undisputed. His 17 Champions League goals in just 11 games as Madrid won La Decima was arguably the greatest European campaign ever. He failed to score in only 1 match throughout the tournament, and his 61 goals in the calendar year would secure our crown comfortably. The following year, 2015, Messi prevented Ronaldo from drawing level, winning a 5th Ballon d'Or after Barcelona's treble. He was involved in 137 goals, including that sensational Copa del Rey solo strike and the goal where he left Boateng on his backside. But in our universe, Ronaldo's 57 goals would claim victory. Ronaldo's 4th Ballon d'Or in 2016 came after a summer where everything changed. 16 Champions League goals, a penalty in the final shootout, then dragging Portugal to Euro 2016 glory. Messi missed a penalty as Argentina lost the Copa America final. The result? Ronaldo won by a record margin, yet Messi had actually scored more. 58 goals to Ronaldo's 55. Barcelona had romped to a domestic double, but international heartbreak shifted the narrative completely. Ronaldo equaled Messi with his 5th Ballon d'Or after another clutch Champions League campaign in 2017. He'd gone 6 matches without scoring, then exploded with 10 goals against Bayern, Atletico and Juventus as Madrid retained their crown. But Harry Kane would wear our crown with 56 goals for club and country. The England captain was at his absolute peak, terrorising Premier League defences and establishing himself as one of Europe's elite strikers. Luka Modric finally ended the Messi-Ronaldo duopoly after Madrid's Champions League triumph and leading Croatia to the 2018 World Cup final. It felt like justice for players like Xavi and Iniesta who'd been overlooked. But if goals determined everything, Baghdad Bounedjah would be your winner with 58 goals for Al Sadd. The Algerian striker was unstoppable in Qatar, scoring 7 goals in a single match against Al Arabi in a 10-1 demolition. He broke the Qatar Stars League record with 28 goals after just 14 games and topped the AFC Champions League with 13 goals. His 58 goals placed him ahead of both Messi and Ronaldo that year. Messi claimed a record 6th Ballon d'Or in 2019, winning by just 7 points over Van Dijk. His 36 league goals secured another Pichichi Trophy and European Golden Shoe. Abderrazak Hamdallah, however, was 2019's true goal-scoring king with 57 strikes for Al Nassr. The Moroccan hit 34 Saudi Pro League goals and scored 14 goals in just 5 Kings Cup matches, including 2 hat-tricks and a 4-goal haul. Remarkably, he achieved this without playing for Morocco due to disputes with their federation. Hamdallah finished ahead of Lewandowski and Messi in the calendar year. There was no 2020 Ballon d'Or. France Football cancelled the award due to COVID-19, despite Robert Lewandowski's 47 goals helping Bayern to the treble. Even Messi later acknowledged, "You deserve your Ballon d'Or." Messi won the delayed 2021 award after finally securing the Copa America. Lewandowski had broken Gerd Müller's 40-goal Bundesliga record with 41 strikes in just 29 games, but trophies trump everything. Under our system, Lewandowski would win both years, 47 goals in 2020, then an astonishing 69 in 2021. Those 69 goals included breaking a 49-year-old record and finishing as Europe's top scorer. 2 Ballon d'Or awards denied, both rectified by pure numbers. Karim Benzema's 2022 Ballon d'Or was inevitable and deserved. The Frenchman scored 44 goals in 46 games as Madrid won La Liga and the Champions League. Back-to-back hat-tricks against PSG and Chelsea, a vital double at City, Benzema was decisive when it mattered most. But in the 2021-22 season, Lewandowski still led with 50 goals. The Polish striker moved from Bayern to Barcelona and continued his remarkable consistency, scoring every 80 minutes. Even at 33, Lewandowski remained one of football's most clinical finishers. Messi's 8th Ballon d'Or came in 2023 after Argentina's World Cup triumph. While Haaland fired City to the treble with 52 goals in 53 games, Messi's performances in Qatar settled the debate. As Mbappe said, when Messi wins the World Cup, Messi has to win the Ballon d'Or. Yet Haaland's 56 goals in the 2022-2023 season would claim our prize. The Norwegian broke the Premier League single-season record with 36 league goals, surpassing the previous 34-goal mark. His 52 club goals helped City secure the treble in his debut season. Rodri's 2024 Ballon d'Or was deserved and refreshing. His consistency for City and Spain, where he won Euro 2024 and earned Player of the Tournament, made him undeniable. Vinicius was the favourite, but Brazil's Copa America disaster undermined his case. In our world, Harry Kane and Kylian Mbappe would share the crown with 52 goals each. Kane enjoyed a stunning debut at Bayern, while Mbappe continued his relentless scoring at PSG before his Madrid move. Finally, Ousmane Dembele's first Ballon d'Or came after PSG's historic treble. The French winger scored 35 goals and added 14 assists as PSG conquered France and Europe. He was in tears receiving the trophy, a player who'd finally fulfilled his immense potential. But Victor Gyökeres would be our champion with an extraordinary 63 goals for Sporting in the 2024-25 season. The Swedish striker scored 54 times across 52 matches before his £55 million move to Arsenal. He netted 39 Primera Liga goals, hit a hat-trick against Manchester City in the Champions League, and was simply unstoppable. His 97 goals in 102 games across 2 seasons at Sporting are Haaland-level numbers. Arsenal secured one of the world's deadliest strikers, and in our universe, he'd have the Ballon d'Or to prove it. The Ballon d'Or will always be about more than just goals. Team success, individual brilliance, moments of magic, and yes, sometimes politics all play their part. But this journey shows us something important. The players who score the goals don't always get the glory. Do you think goals should be one of the biggest factors for a Ballon d'Or winner? Let us know in the comments. Remember to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to turn on post notifications so that you never miss out on any new videos. See you next time. Bye.